So this dumb, stupid, borderline offensive tactic I'm using helped me close 8K last week for a brand new offer. I'm going to leak DMs. I'm going to leak sales calls. Boom, boom, boom.
Okay, so it's pretty much like $5,000 30-day package.
I'm assuming I pay with credit card or debit card, or does it matter, or how do I pay?
You pay however you want. I'm going to send you a Stripe link. And I'm going to show you how I found these clients originally. Plus, I'm also going to give you something even more valuable, which is 4 power questions that if you have the answer to, makes closing any deal much, much easier. The worst case scenario is that you get on a call, you're doing kind of good, and then you get a hardball question that you don't have the answer to, and it just kills the entire momentum, and they're just like, hold on a minute, I don't think this person like really can actually help me. This guy seems like a bit of a weirdo. I launched a new agency offer. We've done 250 DMs so far. 3 sales calls came of that. 2 closes of the 3 sales calls came. One was a 3K deal. The other was a 5K deal. So the first power question you need, and by the way, just wait, because I'm going to give you so much more sauce. If you see a Miro board, you're like, oh, I didn't sign up for a Miro board, blah, blah, blah. Listen, bro, I'm going to literally open my DMs in a minute, and I'm just going to start reading my messages with the client, and I'm going to show you every single message that led to the 5K close, then every single message that led to the 3K close, and just like eat some goddamn popcorn and just watch this, okay? And then go do everything I'm telling you to do. But anyways, how can I help my ICP? This is the first power question you need to ask yourself, because the more genuine the problem they have is, they actually have pain, they feel pain, and they need your solution. I actually jumped on only 3 sales calls so far and already closed 2 of them. Everything started with what's a real problem they have. If the problem they were dealing with wasn't actually real and they weren't feeling actual pain from it, then I wouldn't have had as high of a close rate. The problem that the people I was targeting had is that they were running ads, but they were spending too much money on the ads. And in certain cases, their ads were getting taken down. My ICP, ideal client profile, not Insane Clown Posse, the Detroit-based hip-hop duo who wear clown makeup. I'm talking about ideal client profile. My ICP is guys trying to sell a trading course through ads. If you know anything about meta ads, they kind of hate financial products. They want to sell their trading course, but they can't do it through ads. So I went to Meta Ads Library, which is a public directory that lets you search for people running ads, and I searched trading course. And I literally just looked for anybody who looked like a talking head who was trying to sell a trading course. The reason why I looked for people that were a talking head is I wanted a personal brand, just a dude who was trying to sell his trading course but was having a hard time, because Facebook ads kind of suck for any like trading related products. It's not that you can't run ads for them. Certain words can just get them in trouble, and their ads are always getting taken down, and like trading guys notoriously deal with so many issues with running ads. Next, I had to ask myself, how can I get their attention? What is a good outreach message? Now, I wanted to go for some kind of pattern interrupt that forced them to give me a response. I don't want my outreach to look like outreach. Let me full camera. Outreach is not sales. Outreach is the warm-up process to poke enough pain and create enough intrigue that the prospect thinks, maybe this person can help me. Maybe. Let me book a call and find out. And then we do the selling where? Ding, 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 on the sales call. That's why it's called a sales call. Outreach is not sales. So many of you messed that up. So many of you are overtly pitching in the outreach, and it's icky and it's nasty and it scares people away. So how can I get their attention? What's a good outreach message? Hey brother, I saw your FB ads, got a few questions. I would never, ever, 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 ever say brother, but I couldn't find his name, so I had to use brother. Every other person that I message, I use their name. I'm basically performing a bait and switch here, which is why I told you this is a dumb, disgusting, borderline weirdo tactic, but it works. I said, hey, I saw your FB ads, I got a few questions. They think, hold on, is this guy trying to buy my course? Is this guy inquiring about my offer? And by the way, the more experienced dudes are always like, ugh, what are you going to pitch me, bro? Right? They can see it coming from a mile away. But for the most part, your average person reads that and says, oh, he's got a few questions. He saw my ad. Maybe he wants to buy my course. So I'm really just trying to pique their interest and force the response. This is the 5K close guy. He says, hey, Jack, nice to meet you. Let me know what's on your mind. I instantly come through with hope you're having a good weekend. Just wondered if you're working with any clipping teams to push Investor Toolkit, which is his course, or are you mainly just focused on ads? he bites right away and says, I'm doing my own edits for the clipping stuff. I've been trying Facebook ads, but they're mixing me up with all the scams. They're rejecting every ad I try to run. It sucks. Here you can see they're rejecting both of my ads, thinking I'm a scam. He's having the problem that we originally identified at the start. Remember, the deeper their pain is, the easier this close is going to be. We're off to a very good start. I said, morning, I'm going to send you over a voice note in a moment on why this is happening and a better way to go about solving this. The next major power question is, how can I genuinely provide value to the prospect? The more value I provide up front, this acts as qualification. If I can provide tons of free value to the prospect, I'm clearly someone who knows how to solve their problem. How can I provide so much value to them that they're forced to book a call? So I come in with a 3-minute and 37-second voice note. I break down how ads are inefficient to sell a trading course, let alone a crypto course. It's almost impossible. Meta Ads is going to continue taking down his ads, which is all 100% true, and how the only real way to sell this offer is through organic content and building a real relationship with an audience and qualifying yourself through multiple videos to the point where they position you as an expert in their mind and then ultimately convert and buy your course because they really can tell you know your stuff. And basically, organic content is like the only way at scale to sell this offer. And at no time in this voice note do I ever tell him, I want to help you do this offer. At no point do I say, hey, listen, I want to sell you a package that's going to help you make content. And together, if you give me your money, we're going to fucking blow you up. No, I'm just literally telling him, this is your problem. This is honestly the predicament you're in. This is the only major way to solve this. If you want to talk more about this, I'm happy to, give you some more game and show you how I've solved this problem before. He loves it. He says, thanks, Jack. This is fantastic. I'm going to run this by my business partner who pays for all the advertising now. I said, okay, great. I'm happy to jump on a call with you guys this week and show you more. So I send him my Calendly link and we jump on a call and I close him for $5,000 for 4 long form, 30 short form, because he needs content to sell this offer. He needs to be positioned as an expert or else it's not going to work.
Okay, so it's pretty much like $5,000 30-day package.
But Jack, wasn't there a fourth power question? Yes, there was. How can I qualify myself in case they are skeptical? So the next guy, the 3K guy, this guy was a little bit more skeptical. This guy wasn't dealing with as much pain, but he was still dealing with pain, and he had to be wined and dined a little bit more. He had to essentially see a little bit more substance to really come to the conclusion that yes, Jack Cole can really help me with this problem. So we started this with using the exact same message. Hello, Amar. Just saw your ad on Facebook. I have a few questions for you. Hey, Jack. Thanks for reaching out. Sorry for the late response. How can I help? Morning, Amar. Are you working with any clipping/content teams or are you mainly just focused on ads? Ads and some content. 1 minute and 38-second voice note. Drop a ton of game. He comes back with a 1 minute and 5-second voice note. He basically says, listen, I've been fucked over. People have screwed me left, right, and center. I just paid $20K to a guy to do my content and it all flopped. And he just was so bad at responses and so bad at this. And I was like, oh my goodness, that's crazy. Listen, I'll do a split pay with you, no problem. How about we split the pay over 3 weeks? It's a 4-week package. So 3 weeks, we'll do $1,000 a week, and you can just make sure that you see that I'm creating content. Because I'm not like these other guys who are going to take your money and run. But because he's skeptical here, I not only conceded and said, hey, listen, I'm happy to do a split pay for you because you've been screwed over by a guy recently. I'll accommodate you. We'll do the split pay. Give me $1,000 up front, $1,000 week 2, $1,000 week 3. And then, by week 4, we would have put out all your content and everything's moving. You can make sure that I'm pumping out the content for you because we're not here to screw anybody over. Now, on top of that, I came in with a Loom video to qualify myself further because I felt, okay, this guy needs a little bit of a push in the right direction. He's been screwed over recently. So I showcased my YouTube channel. I showcased that I run VP Plus, which is the biggest freelance editor community. So that's how I have access to the best talent in the internet. I showcased, some stuff of us at a live event to just prove further that I'm a real authority figure. I then jumped straight into Miro and started breaking down my case studies of people who we've run this offer for and printed fantastic results. And he was very happy. He responds with another voice note, very happy about things. He's warmed up. He's keen to go. I responded with another voice note, another voice note, another voice note. We're really going back and forth, but boom, we've set up a call. 11 a.m. Eastern tomorrow, Wednesday works. That was last Wednesday. I said, great, send me your email. I'll schedule in the Zoom call. He shoots me the email and we jump on this sales call right here.
So let me ask you this. Do the chicks like the American accent?
Oh, I was the most popular kid in school. There was a song when I moved to England. the song, "You'll Be My American Boy,
Yeah,
America."
yeah.
They would come up to me and sing this. I was known as American Jack. I must have moved at the perfect time to England. It worked out nicely. He started the call by saying, if I decide to go with you, if we end up doing this, by the end of the call, we said, here's my WhatsApp. I added him on WhatsApp, so we took it off of IG. Let's do this. This sounds like a plan. I'm ready to go.
I'm assuming I pay with credit card or debit card, or does it matter, or how do I pay?
You pay however you want. I'm going to send you a Stripe link. So I believe via Stripe, you can do debit or credit, whatever's easiest for you. I'm going to send you a Stripe payment link when we go through.
Yeah. Okay. Awesome.
Really, really, really fun sales call right there. I'm probably going to blur everyone's name and stuff just because if they see this, then it's like, it seems a bit weird. Like, oh, you're fucking exposing everything, blah, blah, blah. But regardless, you don't need to see their name and know their name to see all the objective stuff I'm showing you. And that right there is everything that led to a 3K close, a 5K close. So anyways, that's the end of the video. If you want my personal help closing deals just like this on a weekly basis, join my private community in the first link in the description. I host a weekly live session every single week inside. I help you guys close a bunch of deals like this. We also have 4 other expert mentors who are all doing over $10,000 a month that host their own call every single week and also help you close big money deals like this. I don't think there's a single other community in the entire space that gives you 5 mentors for the price of 1. We also have custom software built out for members only, like this lead scraper, that helps you find clients way easier than anywhere else online and save like potentially dozens of hours every single month. It's like really useful for our members. You can find the link at the top of the description, and I'll see you inside. Peace, guys.